Which camera am I starting off of?
The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Big White, you watch the Dose of Landis here.
Welcome to a Dose of Landis. Welcome to a Dose of Landis. Landis. Welcome to a Dose of Landis.
Landis Entertainment.
Welcome to a Dose of Landis. Landis. Welcome to a Dose of Landis. Landis. Welcome to a Dose of Landis.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Image 1, 30 seconds. I'm doing this for you, Wesley, so you know in post. Okay, 30 seconds done. Intro 1, part 1.
I think you need a little longer. It's been 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Are you just going to walk in?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after you do this little intro, bam, 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 30 seconds, 1, 2, and then I'll come from the back over here.
Okay.
Okay, 30 seconds.
I mean, he can grab a screen grab of that, too.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me know when you want me to turn around.
You want me to zoom in on it?
Yeah, like zoom in on the Jeff Landis and then on the belt and then do a wide if you want. You can tell I've been directing before.
All right.
And just let me know when you want me to just say go and then I'll just go.
You want me to zoom out first and then you go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start to zoom out. All right. Want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right.
Because my face will be, I'm going to be face this way. And just let me know when to go.
Okay.
Welcome to A Dose of Landis. This is season 5, show 1. Now, normally we do things different. We normally have big names on. Like season 1, we had RVD on. Season 2, Jake the Snake Roberts. Look at me wrong, cameraman, I'll DDT you. Number 3, we had Jack Russell's Great White. Number 4, we had the man they call Sting and Earl Hebner. Well, we're supposed to have number 5 with a big name, Ed Gell, Howard the Duck. He's going through some medical issues, so I respect him. Me and him are really good friends. We talk to each other every day. So he's going to be on this season for sure, but I'm going to do things a little bit different. Check out my belt. You guys know I love this belt, man. It's one of my favorite gifts that I got from a fan and a good friend of mine. But yeah, I love this belt a lot. But as you see with the image right here, done by Casey Mullins, I did the WrestleMania 6 type of deal, you know. Dos Landis versus Dos Attitude. Which one do you think would win in a match? Title versus title. Who knows? But anyways, on this episode today, before I talk about this episode, you guys know the last show I did was a 50 guest. And at the end of the show, I'm threatening to be sued. Because you guys know in the middle of the COVID stuff going on, I was selling Landis Entertainment and the Dos Landis and everything that I'm involved with doing with TV. Well, last season we know I was supposed to have a live show to bring in the new owner. Well, at the end of the show, Mike D threatened to sue me because I didn't live up to my bargain to have him come on live, but due to COVID, I am being sued. So in an agreement with him, I'm letting him produce his own TV show, one TV show on A Dose of Landis for this season. But in agreement with that lawsuit that's going on, we're still going to finish season 5. Again, thanks to COVID out there, it's your fault. But anyways, on this episode, I'm going to do things a little bit different. Everybody says, Jeff, you need to talk about local stuff and do stuff with local. I'm not downing the local stuff. I love the local scene. It's just, you know, when you have an opportunity to get big names on the show, you got to take advantage of it. And that's what I did. But this season, I'm going to show a reflection of season 2 and season 3 together. Now, you guys know me. I like to do things that's huge. I like to make goals happen. Again, like I said, you know, guys know me. Happy's Place was my favorite show to watch back when I was a kid. And Mike Fry passed away in 2011. I was in talks with him about probably producing a show with him. And I was like, you know what if I interview any of the Happy the Hobos? So on the show that I'm going to be showing, it was season 3, Adrian Gunther of Happy's Place, he's the 4th Happy the Hobo, came in this studio to help me film. But speaking of that, I want to show you some things. Like I said, take a look at the great image done by Casey Mullins. Okay, so here we go. Now, you guys know me. I wanted to make things happen for the Happy's Place show. Again, like I said, I didn't have any footage of Adrian, and, you know, I started getting swag from Happy's Place because everybody knows I'm an administrator on a website called Great Memories of Fort Wayne, and I posted something about my interview with Adrian Gunther, and check this out. This is rare. Happy the Hobo. See that? Autographed by the original Happy, Mike Fry. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Some lady gave me this, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then the last time when I did a show, I had swag before from Happy's Place, but they were copied and printed. But check this out. This is the original Happy's Place studio books to get in. Isn't that pretty cool? If you could zoom in on that right there. So yeah, these are the original Happy Bucks. So again, you know me, I save this stuff. Same with, I got the interview, the air standing like that. So I figured, you know, why not show the local interview with me having Adrian Gunther from Happy's Place. So if you can roll the footage of the first show that we're going to show, let's just say that it felt like Happy's Place. I wanted to bring back Happy's Place at 2000 and I don't forget what year it was season 3. So I figured, why not we just play the intro with him coming out to make it feel like Happy's Place. So again, that's the closest thing we can get to Happy's Place. So if you can, roll that footage right there at Landis Entertainment, or Wesley TV as well.
Oh, man. Putting together a radio station is not that easy, dude.
What is this wire doing here?
I don't know, man.
Well, get rid of it.
No, don't tear the wire out. Okay. Anyway, you ready to start a radio station?
I'm ready to start anything.
Dude, okay, so let me...
I'll be the first caller. Caller number 1.
No,
hello,
no callers yet. We haven't started being a radio station yet, okay? We took over TV, right?
Yeah.
Now we want to start radio.
No, we totally dominated TV.
Yeah, we dominated TV, and now we're ready for radio.
Yeah.
Do you have the first album that we're going to play?
I have my first album.
Okay.
Right there.
Percy Faith, My Fair Lady?
Yeah.
Dude!
Yeah.
What is that? Is that grunge or what?
No. It's a wonderful ride, delightful of My Fair Lady. It's one like the lights, I think, you know.
Oh.
I like
You listen
the
to that
rain
kind of
is
music? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go on, and we're the hosts. It's a morning show.
Okay.
I'm the funny one, and you laugh at my jokes, okay?
Welcome
No,
to the
put
show.
the phone down. You laugh at my jokes. You got to be ready for my jokes. Hey, everybody, it's me, Happy the Hobo, 96.3 The Extreme, rocking it out.
Hey, what are you doing, Happy?
Chad,
We're the morning
JJ.
show on Extreme 96.3. Not
all
you
us.
and Chester. No, not Chester here, all right? None of that.
What?
It's our show. And another thing, we wouldn't play this Percy Faith, all right? We play the Goo Goo Dolls and stuff like that.
Oh.
Good stuff.
The Goo Goo Gog.
Percy Faith.
What's a Goo Goo Gog?
Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, I heard about them.
You bet. Now, what is this stuff? You pirating our radio station? You can't do that. You realize this is a violation of the SEC codes, don't you?
Hello, okay, I just thought that I'd be cool if I had a radio show. You guys, because you guys are cool.
We are pretty
You're
cool.
cool. You're right about that.
No, but Chester, you should have known better. Now, Happy, I can see him pulling this, but not Chester.
Well, I just want to play my first album. You know, that Prissy Faith. I love him so much.
His favorite.
That's nice,
Well,
yeah.
the first tip on running a radio station, don't play albums or LPs. Don't play
CDs.
records. It's all about compact disc. It's all digital now.
Discs? Digital?
Digital.
We don't use vinyl anymore?
We can break them.
Oh.
Those good sounds, but that's about it.
Yeah, because this doesn't fit in the compact disc player. I was jamming in there.
It's a little big.
Yeah, that's troublesome. Well, you guys, now that you're here, can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
I suppose so, since you took over our radio station, Happy. It's the least you can do.
Well, what button do you push? You push the one over here?
No, don't touch that stuff. This is the right stuff. These guys deal with the right stuff. You radio stations nowadays, they are totally high-tech, aren't they?
Absolutely.
That is so cool. You guys are on the radio show 96.3 The Extreme every morning. You got to get up early in the morning to do that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I get up like at 3:30 in the morning.
You do not.
Swear.
3:30 in the morning?
Yeah. But our job is a lot easier than it was in the past, because like everything's at a touch of a button now.
No
Back
way.
in the day, you had to like queue up a record, like a
Yeah.
You don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's a touch of the button or a click of the mouse, because it's all on computer these days.
Cool.
Yeah,
I always
that's right.
thought that you had like the bands in there, because like Buddy Holly, when I saw about him, he was like saying like, oh, Peggy Sue, because that kind of stuff
sometimes.
When was the last time you listened to the radio when Buddy Holly was on, huh? It's been a while.
It's been a little while since Buddy Holly's latest song came out.
It's been a little while, that's right.
I think it was Give Me a Ticket on an Airplane or something like that. Maybe that
Sure,
wasn't
Happy.
it.
You're right.
No.
How long have you guys been in the radio biz?
Wow. Well, I've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4
7.
years?
Myself.
7 years?
That's right.
Wow. You started on a different station, didn't
Yeah,
you?
sure. When you hop around in radio, you notice that a lot. People are back and forth like you would
Yeah.
in radio, right? I've been lucky to be pretty stable, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been on how many stations?
2.
Two. I used to listen to you on all of them.
See? Right there. Fans
I've been
from back
hopping
in the day.
around. I've been hopping around. We used to be on in the afternoon, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we
Yeah,
hopped
morning.
up to morning.
See, there you go.
Yeah?
Yeah,
We had
working
to
your
do with
way
the
up.
competition.
Yeah, we're on at the same time every day. So this is cool, because I was on your radio station.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was on TV.
We had a lot of fun,
Magic
Happy. You had a
thing.
pie fight.
Yeah, and
That
I got
was
some
cool.
pie on my face and
Yes,
on
you
my
did.
shirt.
And on our owner's car.
Right, which we almost got in trouble for that. But it was Happy. See,
It's okay.
Happy's got
It wasn't
pull around
me.
the city.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right.
It wasn't. Did you tell him I did that?
Yeah.
You bet.
That was Rude Dog.
Or J-Dog.
Oh, J Dog.
Right.
One of those guys.
I know it's J Dog. Where is J Dog today?
He couldn't be with us.
He's busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got in trouble with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You know
that's
how
a
that
bummer.
goes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chester, do you have a girlfriend?
What? Miss Foxy?
Oh, yeah.
I never met her. How come you don't bring her around?
Because I don't want her to be around you.
That's right. You see, Happy, he's
She
afraid
might
you'll
be
steal her
scared.
away.
He's a little bit insecure, isn't
Yeah, I
he?
can
Yeah.
understand that.
Well, you're a big star and all, Happy.
yeah.
Right. And he's just your sidekick.
Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to be laughing at my joke. Remember the one about the root beer? Okay.
First calling.
All right, hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, man. Thanks for
meeting
coming
you.
on our
Hey,
show today,
thanks for having us.
JJ.
You too, Happy.
Thanks for letting us
Chester.
pirate
See you later.
airways.
You're the man.
Well, thank you.
All right? You're the man.
Don't
Lose
let him
this
take
guy.
your glory.
You've got the talent,
Right on.
Chester. You've got the
Hey,
talent.
no, wait,
Leave him in the
this
dust.
wasn't-
Come on.
No, we didn't discuss the part about you getting rid of Chester.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, Chester and I talked about that
You
earlier.
don't listen to any of this.
This is my sign. You're on TV, aren't you? You look good. I'll see. What? There, here's our place. There you go. Much better, right?
That'll make it good.
Much better. And what is your name?
Joey,
Joey? And how old are you, Joey?
5,
5 years old? And you are whom?
Jacqueline.
You're Jacqueline? And how old are you? You're 5 years old also? Do you know what game you're going to play? You don't? Joey, do you know what game you're going to play? Oh, you both don't know? Well, anyways, it's real simple.
They're
It's called
gonna
stack
play
up.
the stack-up game.
Oh, see, there's our announcer in the background.
It's the stack-up game.
See? You hear that? Does that sound like Happy?
What?
Does that sound like Happy saying that?
No.
It doesn't?
This isn't Happy, it's the announcer.
Ooh, cool.
Happy.
It's Happy. You think it's Happy? Do you think that voice is Happy over there? You think so? Well, yeah, I think she's not a little bit. You guys ready to play? Jacqueline and Joey, you guys ready? Okay. Okay, let's get that announcer and say that 30-second stuff.
Let's have 30 seconds on the clock.
Okay. You hear
Thank
that 30
you.
seconds? And Mr. Announcer, will you please start us with a game?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go!
Oh, we go, Jacqueline,
Well,
go,
the game's
Jacqueline.
off to a fiery start. Looks like Joey's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers giving him Morphin powers.
Jackie's doing well, though, in the pink shoes
cheering
and
crowd.
the light blue shirt. Now, I think Joey is about to transform into a mutant dinosaur monster at any moment. Jackie's tower is just shaking and shaking. She obviously doesn't build
Keep going. Let's get more
like
left.
things are slowing up
3
there
seconds,
with
2
only
seconds,
1
second.
second left on the
That's it,
clock.
stop,
Time
that's
is
it,
up.
more. Whoop, 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 stop, 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 stop.
Hey, that was a pretty cool game. That went by really fast.
Wow.
Now let's see.
Oh, hold on.
We can't be stacking any more up because the time's up. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh, jeez. We had a little friend there. Did you know her?
No.
You never met her? Do you think she's cute? Mm-hmm. All right. You want to help me count over here? Do you know how to count like to 1,000,000? Okay.
I don't know how to go to New
Okay. You probably didn't get 1,000,000 of these, did you? Okay. Help.
don't think.
Let's see what
Okay,
we got
Jacqueline.
here. Help me. I'll point to them. You
Hey,
can count
Jacqueline,
them all.
let's count. Let's go and count yours, okay?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
No, I'm teasing you. You only had 18, but you did a good job. What'd you get over there, Chester?
Well, I had like about 16.
16? So,
Well.
Jackie, you did a really good job. Can I have a high five from you? Looks like your buddy over here won, though. He just had a couple more. You like to sing songs? What's your favorite song? Barney's song? All right. Here's some of Mickey Mouse's fun songs. Mickey's a pretty good singer, too. He may not be purple, but he's a pretty good singer. You know? All right, so you get to sing along with Mickey, all right? Can you say, "We'll be right back, man"?
Right back.
Say, "Man."
Right back, man.
All right, yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of A Dose of Landis. Ladies and gentlemen, my special guest, ladies and gentlemen, this evening is none other than the one, the only, Happy the Hobo. Check this out, guys. Oh my God, he's here. Happy the Hobo.
Man.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh my God, wow, this is kind of cool.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Hey, I'm Jeff Landis along with
Adrian Gunther, former Happy the Hobo. I was the fourth guy to play the character, if you count Cousin Happy, and I drove the franchise right into the ground. So.
Oh, why would you say that? So how did it come about? Because I guess that there's been like 3 or 4 Happies, you said.
Yeah.
How did you come about and be like, hey, I want to do this?
Well, as a kid, I watched Mike Fry, who was the original. Back then, we didn't have cable. My family didn't have cable. Channel 55 was the closest. You know, it was like free TV. Leave It to Beaver and the Little Rascals and cartoons. And so I always watched Happy's Place. And I watched Happy would juggle a lot. And I really thought that was cool. And I had a cousin that juggled too. So I was watching Happy, and I kind of caught like how to juggle by watching him. And I practiced and practiced. Taught myself at the age of 12. And so growing up through school, I was kind of known, you know, with my peer group as a juggler, and I was juggling knives and baseball bats and clubs and you name it, whatever. Any 3 objects is my best trick. I take any 3 objects and juggle them as long as I can lift it. And as long as it's not a balloon, because you get me on the other side of that, and that's tricky. But the job opening came up. Somebody left a voice message. I had a answering machine, and I remember coming home. I was in my early 20s playing that play button. The guy's like, hey, the Happy the Hobo job's open. It's in the newspaper. And I thought of you because of your juggling and all that. I was also a clown at Pizza Hut on East State. You probably remember this. Tuesday nights. I was the guy that came around and made the balloon animals. Wonko the Clown. And I don't think you remember it. You'd have to be there on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But so I was already a clown. I had some practice. And I actually got the job by accident. So it said, I got the newspaper, and the ad said, send us your resume and a tape. And so what I did was I had a Smith Corona typewriter, and I put a piece of paper in there, and I start making up a resume. You know, that was before the age of templates, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I said, I can juggle balls, knives, scars, and just kind of listed like those kind of things that I did, that I was a clown on the deal. And then I got my tape recorder and I made a tape, just kind of sort of restating some of the facts from my resume. You know, I've been a clown for X amount of time. I loved Happy. I grew up with him, and he taught me how to juggle and blah, 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 blah. Well, I got called into an interview eventually, but I found out years later the gentleman that hired me told me my resume was atrocious. I had no real experience, and the only reason I got the job is because I misinterpreted they were asking for a tape, and apparently they wanted a videotape of my professional on-television career. And so they were looking for seasoned entertainers because, I mean, they had a classical property here. So they gave this kid a chance just based off of, he was driving home from work and popped the cassette and he's like, what's this? And pops it in and just hears me begging and asked his wife and they called me in. And what was cool, the audition, it was in a studio very much like this and they just said, come in and do your thing. So everybody that auditioned for the job at the time, they came in and did. I saw some of the old audition tapes, like people playing spoons and doing song and dance. I mean, you name it, massively entertaining people. And but then they did an important step is they took all the tapes to the gentleman's wife actually was I think a 5th grade teacher, but took it to the 5th grade classroom and got some voice of the customer. You know, played all these tapes for the kids and had the kids decide who to hire. So I thought that was kind of cool.
So the kids got to decide your future.
Sort of gave me a mandate from the actual audience that I would be.
A question I definitely got for sure. You say you've done it since 1999 and you came in.
No, I did it from 93 to 99.
Okay, so you did it that long. Do you still have the itch to do it again? Because I know we kind of talked about it when I first started talking to you.
It was fun. It was a great, you know, I came out here today, so this is fun. I figure you're my last fan. So, you know, I got to honor that because that's something special. The fans are great. And, you know, I'd entertain. I do some stuff. I've done some events and whatnot. But for the most part, my life is very different now than it was in my 20s and different responsibilities. And, you know, if this is the closest I'm going to get to the David Letterman Netflix special. So I want to thank you for that, getting me that, so I can put that on my resume. I was almost on David Letterman because I was on A Dose of Landis, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same spectrum, just another talk show.
Yeah.
And public access versus Netflix. No big deal. It's on demand, I hear, just like Netflix. So I'm basically on Netflix.
That, you know,
this is on demand.
Oh, yeah.
People are demanding to see this right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But it's kind of crazy on you. Like I said, you've done TV for years, too, and I've done TV for years. What do you think about the aspect? Say, for instance, if I'll just say another producer came up and like, hey, Adrian, would you want to do Happy This Place again?
Yeah.
How would you feel of the change? Because right now, things have changed. Like I said before, I love doing TV. I've been doing TV since I was 14.
I would love it. It would be more like what you do. It'd be social media. I mean, the demand for content is out there. So as long as you are feeling creative, as long as you're able to pump out new content, because it seems like the YouTube channels, people are insatiable. They want more and more content, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you have the energy for that, and I mean, here's the thing. You ask if I'd want to do. I could create a YouTube channel. I mean, anybody can, right?
Oh yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to it.
Well, it's kind of hard now that you got your career and your regular life, and then you got family. So, like I said, it's crazy how things change from then to now.
Yeah.
Like I said, now we got the social media going, and like I said, you know, Happy's Place made an impact on me and thousands of people. And I mean, it's just crazy. People still talk about it to this day. And the reason why I wanted to bring you on, not only to keep the memory alive, but you know, it means a lot to me because, like I said, I'm getting goosebumps because I've talked to you about this before. I watched this as a kid, and this inspired me to do what I'm doing today.
Yeah, you were big. So when I got your friend request, you know how you get friend requests and you kind of recognize the name and you're like, oh, they must be my cousin's brother's friend's uncle or whatever. I saw Jeff Landis and I'm like, I know that guy. He must be my relative. Or, but then once I started watching, I'm like, oh, he's that kid. You're that kid. You were before YouTube. Before anything, you were out there with public access, I believe, was your format, and still is to this day. So I have deep respect for the fact that we're sitting here. I don't know how old you are now, but I'm guessing
38.
I'm guessing 20 or 30 years have passed since you were 14.
25 years of doing this.
25 years, and you're still doing it. So you still have the energy. So I appreciate that. I was talking to Lawn Boy. I tried to talk Lawn Boy, who was a character on the show with me. just by happenstance. But he was actually one of the camera operators, and I think Chester the Fox was sick one day and we needed extra help, and so he put on some silly clothes and did a voice, and I just fell in love with his character. And I called him last week, and I'm like, come on, I'm doing this show. You remember Jeff Landis? You remember that 14-year-old kid? And he's like, oh man, that's just living in the past. He has this gravelly voice. He runs a tobacco shop in Louisville, fine cigars and stuff, but he's always embraced the cigars. And I'm like, no, it's not living in the past. It's nostalgia. And he laughed, and it's good to get a laugh out of Lawn Boy. And he said, that's true. It is nostalgia. So he gave me that one.
Yeah,
but I still didn't get him on. I said I might be calling you during the interview and trying to get you. He won't answer the phone. I know he won't.
It's all right.
Suspicious.
It's all right because sometimes some people want to leave that in the past. But again, like I said, it's a bug, and that's why I keep doing it to this day. And again, that definitely means a lot coming from you for what you just said. Because there's been times where I just want to just give up this business. But again, like I said, with comments from you, what you've been saying, that's why I keep doing what I'm doing. Again, like I said, this is one of my favorite episodes I've done. I mean, I've interviewed tons of celebrities in this season and last season, but right here, this is my childhood right here.
Yeah.
That I grew up with locally, and it's like I get to interview the last Happy the Hobo.
Yeah, I remember meeting Mike Fry when he in character. I never got on the show, but I met him at a basketball game, and I met him in the studio when I was playing the character. That was starstruck. I was in costume, and here comes the real deal into the studio, cracking jokes. I mean, the people that worked at the station that crossed over from Mike's day to mine, I mean, all they ever talked about was Mike, and you hear such great stories, and his sense of humor was incredible, and his jokes. One of his jokes popped into my head, and he said, "What did one eye say to the other eye? Between you and me, something smells." It's just like goofball stuff, things we probably call dad jokes in this era, but yeah, I love the guy.
Yeah, like I said, it's crazy because, like I said, people's always watched it, and like I said, by having you on, it's like, wow, this show still does exist. I mean, you can go on YouTube and you can find it almost anywhere. I mean, granted, I think there needs to be more episodes. And earlier, before we were talking about the footage thing, what happened with the whole footage? Because to this day, people want to see. Because, like, say, for instance, I'll tell you a story that I was on. I don't know if you were on that one or not, but I was a little kid, and I think this is my pre-show days where I started doing TV. This is way before I started doing TV, and then I did the hula hoop contest, and then I said, I'll be right back.
So this would have been probably your first appearance?
Yes, first appearance on TV.
And it was on Happy's Place, so there's some history right there.
And I wish I had the footage of that, but I was, like I said, I was a young kid. I came on, I had cowboy boots on, like Bo Duke, saying I was Bo Duke, and then I took the microphone from him, I was like, retard. Again, I was a kid, I didn't know.
I mean, kids always want to do something silly. We had good times.
Speaking of silliness, like I said, not only that I did that was silly, I wish I could find the footage. Uncle Guinea and Gary couldn't find it, but it's okay. I'll find it sometime. Hopefully I'll find it somewhere. But, you've seen all kinds of crazy things with what's been the most craziest thing because I know kids will say the darndest thing, not only kids, but the reactions there. But what's the craziest thing that's happened to you when you did Happy's Place?
Well, I mean, there's just so many crazy things, but one of the most awkward moments that I ever had was signing autographs, and I was a smoker back then. Kids don't smoke, okay? It's bad for your health. Anyway, I was a smoker back then, and a heavy coffee drinker. I still drink the coffee, but whitening toothpaste has gone well. But my teeth were yellowed from all that, and I remember this little girl. She said, "Happy, why do you have yellow teeth?" And I was like, well, it was a little embarrassing. So, had me rethink my life choices. One of the most tragic things that ever happened as a juggler, as a performer, I did a lot of, Happy's Place as the show, but I'll tell you, the biggest experiences for me were what was happening outside of the show, outside of the studio, when I would be in parades, up on the embassy stage on New Year's Eve, 1998. I think that was an incredible moment. Towards midnight, as it was moving over to partying like it was 1999. But one time I was in Glenbrook Mall for some reason on a race stage. I think the Power Rangers were there. I hated the Power Rangers. They destroyed television. But and I was juggling, and one of my favorite things to juggle is billiard balls. They're dense, they're heavy, they're just the right shape. And so I do three balls. So I say I'm going to juggle 3 balls, and then it's sort of an inception joke. Well, I was on a race stage. I dropped. I'm a horrible juggler, by the way. I drop stuff all the time. You saw me drop something before the show. I'm like, I drop. But I always had a rule for the audience: is anytime I drop something, you clap. So then I'd knock the hat off and make them clap or whatever. And so it's kind of that positive reinforcement, even when I was goofing up. But I dropped one of those 3 balls, and it had this momentum, and it rolled straight off the stage. And then gravity down to a little baby in a stroller, bam, right in the middle. Oh my gosh, I felt horrible. Oh, I still, to this day, and that baby just cried, but did survive the incident, the baby did, and so did I. The parents didn't beat me up. No lawsuits, so I'm not under a gag order on that one.
That's good for sure.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of autographs, like I said, I don't normally ask for autographs because, like I said, I'm professional. I try to keep everything professional.
Yeah.
But like I said, since I looked up to you as a kid, was it okay if you signed this for me, this 8x10 I got made?
Happy to. This is my original press kit photo. So it's really cool to see one of these in print again. I hadn't seen one in a while.
Yeah, thanks to my friend Sherry Whaley. She does my shirt. She did the Happiest Place shirt for me, and she does everything for me. So thank you very much for everything. Because I remember we were talking about this before, and like I said on my timeline, you see constantly, like you signed all kinds of autographs from like my friend Josh that had, and then my friend Mike. It's like I see all these autographs, and now I get to finally have my own Happy the Hobo. Check that out right there. Thank you very much. It means a lot
very
for
welcome.
sure. Now, have you signed any crazy have any crazy requests when you're doing TV? When you're doing Happiest Place?
I don't know about I think this is probably the craziest. 20 years after the show, somebody asking for an autograph. So I'll count this as the craziest autograph I ever signed.
The craziest one right here.
So I'll tell you a couple quick stories.
Go for it.
That,
Time is
that
yours.
stick out. The first day on the job, this picture reminds me of it because I get into the station and I'm nervous as heck, and I'm going to be doing the show. Well, there isn't extensive training for clowns apparently out there, and the way I was introduced to the character, besides my own experience, was they said, okay, here's a picture of Happy the Hobo, and it wasn't me, it was the person before me who was fantastic as well, and we've met many times since, and so it's always fun to find ourselves in the same room, and it's like, oh, this is weird, two Happy the Hobos in the same room. But it gave me a picture of him and pointed me to like the dressing room, and there was all those old clothes hanging up. Now I designed this outfit with a tailor years later, but it was just the same clothes Mike had been wearing probably. And so here's the clothes, here's a picture, here's some makeup. Good luck. So I just sort of, you just sort of evolve as you have different ones. And then I knew I had to come out of those curtains, and I knew those kids I knew what they were going to say. You're not happy, because they're expecting somebody completely different, and it took a while to get through that. But with repetition and time, you become the character, and they don't remember any other, or some new kids are born that don't know the difference. Something happens along the way.
Speaking of the set, my camera guy Joe, we were talking before the show. So I've told a couple people because this is a top secret, show, because eventually tomorrow we're going to let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I have 2 questions. One is from Joe, my camera guy. What happened to the Happiest Place set?
I don't know. I remember. So I went when I got dressed that first day. I was off in this trailer. So there was this trailer behind the station. It was a big, like a mobile home trailer kind of thing. And there was a breezeway connected to the back of the studio, and then you went through that back part, and then you were out in the curtains. So I remember one day, for whatever reason, we were renovating the station, and they were getting rid of the trailer, and we did a whole skit around it where Lawn Boy sold, like I went off to work or something, or I went off to do something, and Lawn Boy wanted some gumballs really bad, and I come back, and the trailer's gone. Like, where's our house? We pretended we lived there. And then we had footage of the trailer being towed away. So, like, Lawn Boy had sold it for gumballs. But the set itself, when I was there, the first set I inherited from the original, we eventually tore that down. We had a great graphic designer named Jeff Hinkle. I love the guy, still in touch. And he actually he would do cartoons of the character. And we had our own T-shirts. and hats and all kinds of logo merchandise, and he created this whole new bright, colorful set. This would have been later in the night, mid 90s probably, and so we painted the walls. Now what happened to it right now is if you watch Channel 55 News, that's the physical space where Happy's Place was recorded. So just like today, we've got the logo behind us, but these studios are so malleable. It can next week it could be a cop show for all we know.
That is true. I was helping out with the music video this past Sunday, and I'm going to be in it too. And it's crazy how back then when I first started, there was no green screen. There was nothing like that. Now we're to the point where. So what I wanted to do is, because I know this probably feels nostalgic to you, the Happy the Hobo theme we had, and then we got the Happy's Place. What I want to do is get like the set because I wanted everybody to know, hey, this is still around.
Yeah.
It's just I want to bring back everybody, hey.
That set
you get what I'm saying, though, right?
is firewood. It's been burned. It's carbon molecules somewhere in the atmosphere. It's probably, that set is responsible for the myth around this global warming I keep hearing about. I mean, it's, 79 degrees? That's not very warm. It's fine.
That's true. But yeah, because I wanted to use that set, but like I said, there was no pictures of the real set itself. And I mean, this is the closest thing because it feels, like I said, I'm very excited about this. I'm sorry if I keep repeating it, but I'm just very excited that you're doing this for me again. You could be like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be on TV. Because speaking of TV, when was the last time you've been on TV?
Tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. I mean, as this airs.
Oh, okay. I'm like, are you going to be on TV again? I mean,
no.
if somebody were to ask you?
I don't know. I mean, there was this little caper I was involved in, and I think there was a blurry photo of me from a gas station robbery. But besides that, and I was in the background. I wasn't the robber.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't remember the last time. I think it was after I left Channel 55. After the show had been put to bed, I created a new character that I called Troutman because I wasn't sure the legalities of this character. And Troutman did a public access, like an hour and a half thing. And I got to tell you, they must have been desperate for footage or something because that thing ran for a couple of years. And, like, people would come up to me all the time, hey, I saw you on TV. And it's like, that was 2.5 years ago, that was before all the on-demand stuff. So, yeah, it would have been, I don't know, early 2000s.
So how does it feel to have the Happy the Hobo outfit on again? I mean, I know we couldn't do the makeup thing because, issues, but which is understandable. But how does it feel to have does it give you the itch to do it again because you have that outfit on?
It feels good. Yeah, I didn't do the makeup tonight. My kids lost my makeup for me. They claim nobody knows where it is, but I'm pretty sure it was a Halloween costume for somebody and they misplaced it. But honestly, with this beard, this is a real beard. It looks pretty close to it. Just no red dot on my nose. If I had acne, it would look even better. My last actual gig was at a karate banquet or taekwondo banquet. And the instructor, I had great respect for this man, but I'll tell you one thing about this guy, he was serious. And I was trying to be they hired a clown, so he's out there talking to the crew, and it's all about respect. And I was like peeking through the curtains and stuff. I thought I was going to get beat up. Honestly, he was not taking my joke. Now I was allowed to joke when it was my set time, and I did a really good. Because I could never on TV juggle with knives, and that was always something that held me back. I didn't want kids to get hurt. But at this karate banquet, I mean, these kids could break boards with their hands. So I'm like, I'm going to bust out with this knife juggling routine. And so something that I always get a kick out of is misdirection. That's one of my main pieces of shtick. So I tell everybody, so I've got this, what do you call it, machete. I've got a sharpened machete and a couple other big knives that I juggle with. So I say, okay, I'm going to prove that my knives work. And so I tossed a carrot in the air and chopped it in half and did all this. And then I put those down and I went and I took out these 3 butter knives. And then I'm like, I'm going to prove they work. And I put peanut butter on some bread. That cracks me up. Nobody else may like that joke, but it just, and then I would juggle those knives first. But then I did the real knives that and nobody got hurt there either. So yeah, I like that kind of thing. I like to juggle 2 balls with one hand, and then you get 2 balls in a fake hand, and like that, or
you get
those kind of jokes. Those kind of jokes really crack me up.
It's just glad to see you back on TV again. It's just crazy on how, like I said, you started out with, you was a clown before, and then, yeah, and like I said, I'm just still in shock. Like, I can't believe this is happening, because again, it's like, I'd never thought in a million years of this happening. Like I said, I have had dreams where I was on a set behind the scenes. Seriously, I had one dream. I was like, oh, cool, this is what feels kind of cool, at Fox, and then behind the scenes, and now I'm like, oh, wow, this is the closest thing I can get, because again, I wanted to do like a reboot.
Yeah.
I've never done a kid show before. I want to do something like Happy's Place, because people's like, you could be the next one.
Yeah, you got
I'm not
the beard.
saying, and just I've thought about it, and I talked to Aaron about it, and then I was getting a backlash, like, no, just let the Happy the Hobo get on a character do its thing, and I'm like, I just want to try it, because again, everybody wants to see the show back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you got kids about not kids, but
everybody except the sponsors. I think we need to get them on board.
Yeah,
you need some backing.
Yeah, because I don't, like I said, nowadays it seems like that the kids' programming has changed a lot. Because like, if you were to bring Happy's Place back now, it's like kind of like with what we're doing now. It's like how can you make people watch? Because in order to go viral, you got to do crazy things.
Yeah.
Insane things.
Yeah.
So
it's fairly unpredictable. I think there's a guy on the worldwide interweb that has quite a following just for putting Legos together, like extreme close-ups of assembling Legos, and big 5-year-old fan base there.
Oh yeah.
So you never know what it's going to be, but the humor that we did during my time was, we were just trying to amuse ourselves, and hopefully like something tickled the kids' funny bones. I mean, we did have a giant fox. Let's not forget Chester the Fox.
Oh yes, I remember that.
That guy was always a blast to work with. And we had Froggy. Froggy was incredible. I got to be there during. Froggy was getting worn out, and the puppet was getting worn out, and we got to go through the process of commissioning a new frog. And like, wow, I guess there's got to be puppet makers out in the world, and the new Froggy was incredible. And we let the gentleman that played the character keep the old one, so he's got. I don't know if he still has it. And Chester got to keep his costume, and I got to keep mine, obviously. So we were real close, but we would get together every week and have production meetings, and we had to put together so much content, an entire week's worth of. We were what you call a wraparound. You got your cartoon, commercial, a little blip. We had a couple of 5-minute segments besides the parts with the kids that were often like going to the zoo and meeting the llamas, or going to the bread factory, and we got to do all kinds of cool stuff like that. And when we would go out to the zoo, we would shoot 7 or 8 segments and kind of sprinkle them out over the coming weeks. But we also wanted to create a lot of our own content. And since we had a frog, a fox, myself, and then eventually Lawn Boy, having those 4 characters rather than just one character trying to hold up the show, we were able to do some great improvisational comedy. So we would have a basic concept, like superhero convention is one of my favorite ones we ever did. We were at the superhero convention, and it was all green screen, and shadow boxes, things on strings, just silly, and then doing the voices. And so we were very loosely writing. We were just trying to have fun. We were constantly cracking up, as you would imagine, and a lot of the stuff we did never made it to the air. And then you asked earlier about, where is all the old footage?
Because everybody wants to know about that too.
Do you remember 3/4 tape?
Oh yeah, I
Those
remember.
big giant.
When I first started, that's what we had, with 3/4 tapes.
So at the station, we had an attic full of the stuff, and when we had to make commercials or whatever, or get new shows in, we kept recording over and over. It was really durable that way. It was sort of like VHS, but it held its properties better. But eventually we needed room, or we changed formats to a different type of modern tape, and we were sent out with all that great old footage to throw it away. And we'd make a game out of it, just swing it around like that, and try to make it into the dumpster. Many a happy hour tossing tapes into dumpsters. But now I think about it, what a crime that was. Who knows what was, and I'm not talking about Happy's Place. I'm talking about, just old newscasts. You remember 55 would have the holiday marathon?
Yeah.
Steve Shine was fantastic. I always got a kick out of Steve. He'd storm into the studio, and he would do the news updates. That was before they had a full-time news. And he'd just show up, sit down, start. I don't know where he got his news from. He just tore off some printer somewhere. did his thing, and then he was gone. And it was like, he was such a professional. So just like snap, 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 snap. Hello, goodbye, I did it. And then you go home at night and you're watching the news, and it looks real. It's like, oh, wow, Steve's on top of it. He's running a newsroom. He knows exactly what's going on, you know. And I mean, he was giving real news and weather and all that, but it was very efficient. The magic of TV, how you can take a little, you know, blast into a studio and then have an overnight presence that it feels, you know, it gives you that feeling like, you know, radio's got to be like that. Now, I imagine when I'm listening to the radio that somebody probably comes in for like an hour a day and records snippets and then puts it in the computer and it just starts doling out, right?
I had Steve Shine on because you know me, I've done all kinds of shows.
Yeah.
I did a reality show, one of those Christmas thing. I got the VIP treatment to go film a Christmas thing. So I had the honor to interview Steve Shine a long time ago. Good person to meet and definitely talk to for sure. And like I said, it's crazy. You guys were live too. You guys were live 2 hours every day except for the weekends. How could you do that, especially come up with new content? Because again, things change.
We were actually recorded by the time it got to my era. The show had been live. You're right.
Yeah.
When Mike did it, but the way we did it is we had the kids come in once a week, filled the studio up, and we recorded everything. Just boom. Oh, like maybe it took us a couple hours, and we played 5 games, we did 5 interviews, we did 5 show openings, we did 5 show closings, all with the audience there. So you had that energy, and it was that same thing. Then you're at home watching it, and it looks like, wow, this is live. And I think that was part of, you know, really what killed the franchise. Producing live shows became very costly compared to all the content was out there. Cable was coming out, you know, cable was becoming more prolific. We were up to like 13 or 20 or 30 channels and lots of content that we were competing against, and it was really tough. So we had to do things as economically as possible. So my job, when I found out I was going to be Happy the Hobo, I thought, okay, I've made it. I'm gonna be driving a solid gold Rolls Royce with gold teeth and all those great things, diamond-studded earrings or whatever. And no, it was like a 4-hour-a-week job. And so, but that's why all the extra stuff became important, because when I would go out in the community, that was when it got more lucrative. Eventually, I found a different way to stay at the station full time. Wrote commercials and produced commercials, and eventually moved into other aspects of television. For the next, you know, once Happy's Place was over, I was still in the TV business for a good number of years.
Speaking of that, we're about to wrap this up here pretty soon.
Okay.
Before we go, what would you say anybody out there that's watched Happy's Place? Anything you would say to the fans?
Hey, thank you. If you're still around, thank you very much. Oh, I recognize you. Yeah, and you. I remember when you were on the show. You were little. You know, you were a lot younger, but we had good times. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, not a problem. Thank you guys for watching A Dose of Landis. Thank you very much. This definitely means a lot to me for sure. Adrian, Happy the Hobo came on. Thank you for watching A Dose of Landis. My childhood dream came true. Got to interview the last Happy the Hobo. See you guys later. I'm out like a knockout. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was one of my favorite local shows I've done. By the way, check out the shirt too. Yes, I got a shirt made. You can zoom in on the shirt as well. Amber Whaley made the shirt, and she made the jacket. But I figured, you know, WrestleMania 6 is my favorite WrestleMania of all time. Why not have it to where Attitude versus Landis? So I've been in a mix of maybe I should change the name to A Dose of Attitude. I don't know. To go back to the old Jeff, how I used to do crazy things and where everybody would call in. I want to complain about Jeff's show. It's crazy. It's violent. My name is Karen, by the way. I want to complain. I'm thinking about bringing back some more attitude to this season and some brand new stuff. But anyways, back to what I want to go to. Now, I've been working on getting these guys on. These guys are nationally known. They've worked with Afro Man, Snoop Dogg, and they've been playing on Z102.3 at the time, Third Frame. I've been talking to Ryan and Derek for forever to get them on our show. And I was like, why don't we do it this way? Wesley, you were there for this, the whole trials and tribulations of it. We had Third Frame on. That was a good live show. First time a performance on live TV. Well, I did it with 682, but we had like a live-in concert and an interview show. That show did not almost not happen at all because the studio was getting booked for an anniversary show, and then I was trying to book a show for. I had this all planned. It was back in September 20th, I think. So we had Alan Holmes from Mid America Entertainment came in, ran the lights for us as well. So yeah, that show that almost did not happen. So ladies and gentlemen, here is the show with Third Frame as they're performing live. Like I said, we did this live, performing in concert. First time ever, I think. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. So ladies and gentlemen, here is the Third Frame show. Check it out. Okay, one more, and then the closing. Welcome to A Dose of Landis. I can't believe it, man. I haven't been live in 8 years. The last time I was live, I was singing Boyz II Men. I got arrested on the show. I got a marriage proposal. My brother stole my girlfriend. You never know what's going to happen live. But speaking of live, I can't believe 2001, I think was the last time I tried getting these guys on. I'm talking about limo service. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But ladies and gentlemen, this song has been in my head since they first came out with it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Third Frame with Mary I Wanna. Roll the music.
Yeah!
What's going on, y'all?
Third Frame in the building!
It's okay if you sing this at home. That's just fine. Encouraged. Mary, I wanna. Mary, I wanna.
It's 420.
Come on, Mary, I wanna roll with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright? Mary, I wanna ride with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright?
Mary, I wanna, and Mary, I'm gonna
reminisce on our kiss way back on Tacoma.
I love your aroma, but you're from California. And it's been love at first sight ever since I've known ya.
We kicked it in grade school, got serious and high.
When we broke up on probation, thought a part of me died. And I admit that I cried, but I was going insane. I wanted one last kiss from my day Mary Jane. Sometimes I don't like to share, and you might think that's unfair,
but I remember when we got arrested, you wasn't there.
That's where they pulled out the pistol.
You thought I had fistfuls,
but I'll never let nobody get a hold of your crystals. You see by my side,
I promise I'll never leave.
Girl, we've been together for years, we ought to go to conceive.
And maybe you can believe and see some bread will be butter. My lover don't even have kids.
Makes an excellent mother.
Come on, Mary, I wanna roll with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright? Mary, I wanna ride with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright? Mary, you my clutch, digging you much. You know we met back in Philly, you was dating the Dutch. In my pocket, in my shoe,
or maybe tucked in the hutch.
So for a minute we broke up,
but then we got back in touch.
Oh, with your many varieties, girl, you got me sprung. A blast of effervescence tingling in my lung. We going out on a weekend fling, a fun thing. Me and Mary got married, but Mary got no ring. My friends know Mary, they say she smell fresh and clean, draped head to toe in green. Mary never get jealous, always down to clown and pal around with me and all my fellas. I know it sounds funny, but to me you the bomb. So take me home to meet your mom.
How you do, Miss Crime?
Let's get to know each other a little better. I plan on keeping you around because I plan on keeping with cheddar forever. Mary, I wanna roll with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright? Mary, I wanna ride with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright?
We have so much fun, Mary, I hope you're the one. My vision's blurry, there's no hurry, but I like you a ton. Why I call you my hun? Cause when I'm rolling with you, counting money with my honey's kinda funny to do. And yo, we love to get blue, and yo, we love to bang screw. It's kinda scary, me and Mary, she's a dream come true. She don't act brand new, get up, she's watching The View.
Sex in the City, it's a pity,
cause my guy might too.
I woke up in the third, had a bowl for breakfast. I hopped in the Lexus and bounce to Texas. Sipping margaritas down in Mexico, where a gang of senoritas be like, there they go. And Mary, she broke it down, her whole family tree, how they'll all come and visit for a minimal fee. So on the count of three, I guess we all gonna blaze. Uno, dos, tres, yeah, baby. Mary, I wanna roll with you tonight.
Go ahead and roll it up.
Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright, right? Mary, I wanna ride with you tonight. Mary, are you gonna make me feel alright? Hot.
Third Frame finally came on the show after for a while. Like I said, we are live. You never know what to expect. My Dust Landis shirt made by Justin Holland. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take everybody to a clip. Like I said, anything can happen on Dust Landis. You never know who could show up. You never know who I could get on film. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Fozzie at FYE in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So ladies and gentlemen, roll that footage of Fozzie.
Hello. Hey guys. Guys, you're all set. Yeah, absolutely, man. How you doing, bud? Good.
What's going on?
Oh, it's Chris shit.
What's your name, man?
Yo, yo. One.
Yo.
Two. One. Can you hear me?
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry, I can't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here, LIVE live. Yes, I love saying it. We are LIVE live, and I'm knocking stuff over. Anything can happen. You can call in at 422-3902. The backstory between me and Third Frame. I remember listening. I think it was Wild 96 or X102. One of those stations that they had back in the day. You know.
Yep.
I remember. I think it was like in the morning on a radio show. I heard Mary I Wanna.
Yep.
And when I first heard that, I was like, I got to get these guys on the show. And I remember talking, I think it was either you, Ryan, or Derek. I remember talking to one of you guys. I was like, well, we need limo service and everything else. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Still waiting on it.
I know. It's the Landis budget.
That's all right.
It's in there somewhere. But how did Third Frame come about? Like, because you guys are a success. I mean, you guys blew up with Mary I Wanna. And that's one of my favorite songs, and I'm glad you guys was able to perform it here today on Dust Landis. How did you guys come about? I mean,
man.
Well, Derek and I went to high school together. We'll start there.
Yeah, we did.
From what I remember, we started horsing around with music. I mean, we had buddies at school, VIC, and then we kind of figured out we were kind of good at it.
Yeah, man, we were just goofing around. You know what I mean? That boom pap, and then just spitting verses and lines, and then one thing kind of led to another, and we started doing like basement parties and house parties.
Yeah, we hooked up with a DJ.
And man, I remember our first couple songs we were doing in this basement, and he was recording them, and he was doing them real time
on tape.
On tapes, you know.
Oh my God, the little tape days!
Man.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty cool, man. I still got a couple, and so. Not to date myself or ourselves, but it goes back that far. So
yeah, it was a long time ago.
It evolved since then. So
shout out to Jake Trudeau.
No doubt.
So how did it come about with Mary I Wanna? Because like I said, I mean everybody knows, what that obviously means. But how did that come about?
Well, in 2004, we had a disc called Roped Off Section, and we had an original version of Mary.
Mm-hmm.
What, we got a phone call?
Oh, we got a phone call. Caller, are you there?
Oh.
Hello, phone caller.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, what's up? We are LIVE live with Third Frame. Got any questions or comments for us? Yes, Third Frame.
What up?
What's up?
Hi, Third Frame.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good.
Cool.
Got any questions or comments for them?
Name's Alex. I'm a friend of Jeff's.
Oh, what's up, Alex? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Not too bad.
I'm watching you guys on live on Cranium.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yes, we are live on Jeffrey Wayne Landis Live, Wesley TV Live, Allen County Public Library's website live, Who's Ever Going Live.
Live.
Comcast 57, FiOS 27.
Live.
Yeah.
And
Love
you know, speaking of that, you know, like I said, we were talking about the song "Mary I Wanna." Now, how did that come about again? With you said something about Mary. And then,
So yeah, we made that song, and it was just called Mary. And then I don't know how much later, but Afro Man was playing a show in town, and his DJ was Mr. Mix from the 2 Live Crew.
Afro Man's in town?
No, this was
at the time he was performing at Pierre's, and Mr. Mix from 2 Live Crew was his DJ, and we had a friend give him the CD, and he reached out to us and said, "I want to do a remake of Mary." So
nice.
And then we just kind of constructed it with him.
Yeah,
flew him into town.
He
we
sent
built
us
this
a
whole
beat,
thing,
and we knew it was time.
Well, like I said, it blew up on the radio stations. You guys even went nationwide with that. If I can remember, I was like, holy crap. And you guys were getting played like crazy, and you still are. Now, like I said, the difference between the times, like I said, was naming all those channels now, because I remember back in Channel 10 days, I don't know if you guys remember Channel 10 back in the day. We just that one channel. So how are things changed for Third Frame from 2000 or whenever, because I know you guys started, in the late 90s?
We dropped our first record in 2000, so we were probably working on that in 98, 99.
Yeah, I'd say, definitely. I remember I got flyers for house parties from 99. So
having stuff like that for retro and memory for like what you guys do.
Yeah.
You definitely guys gonna get a copy of a DVD of this for sure.
Cool.
Speaking of that, I got to give you one after.
I won't hold the line up. I'm gonna continue to watch online.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
Enjoy dinner.
You guys too.
Like I said, they're gonna do another performance. Not yet. You're gonna wait 15 minutes before we end the show.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys are cool with that, because I know you guys are.
We're down to do.
We are your guests. Whatever you want to do.
Well, I know. I mean, you guys are taking your time out to do what you're doing. I mean, this has been planning forever, and I'm glad that you guys are here. Now with the social media. And everything, because back then I know you guys had to go to radio stations. Certain people, hey, can you play this? Can you play that? How different has that changed? Because like I said, you guys took some time off. If I'm correct.
Yep, we sure did. Go ahead, D.
Let me jump in on that real quick. It's cool to have come from where we came from, because we appreciate a different kind of grind, which still comes in handy, doing shows and all the back work, the leg work, and understanding what goes into putting on a decent performance and making an album, as opposed to nowadays. And I'm not discounting anybody by saying this, but it's a lot more accessible, and it's a lot easier to make music, I think, nowadays.
People's attention span's so short now. It's like no one makes a whole album
anymore.
anymore.
Your question about the platforms and different kind of social medias and stuff, it's a great tool, or it can kind of devastate you maybe. I've seen kind of both scenarios. We kind of hover in the middle somewhere. We don't purposely do anything that's garbage on there or anything, but we don't put too much stock in it. We love goofing around with it. We love having fun. You can find us anywhere. Just Google it, and we're up on all those platforms. But we still appreciate the old school a lot.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, we have an Instagram account. We have a Twitter.
Yep.
We have YouTube. We have Spotify.
Well, what is that, by the way?
Right. What's an email?
Yeah, what's that? But what is your guys' your
Third Frame 3.
Third Frame 3.
Third Frame 3.
Spelled out with the 3 at the end. You can find us anywhere on all that stuff.
Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on Facebook.
Now, I also understand that you guys got 6 albums. Can you guys give me a little description of some of your albums that you had, like, 1 through 6? Like,
absolutely.
Go back and forth. You first.
Okay.
Our first record was 2000. It was self-titled, just Third Frame. It was Derek and I and Jack Action.
Yep. It was pretty fun. I don't remember exactly how many tracks are on it, but
10 or 9 or 10.
Something. Just starting out, pretty novice, but it's pretty cool.
We recorded in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Did it all in one weekend.
Oh, one weekend?
Yeah, it was brutal, but we got through it somehow.
And then 2 years later, 2002.
Absorb the Orb came out after that.
Yep.
That was a really fun record. We kind of went sideways on a lot of stuff, made some different sounds, different samplings, different kind of music, and
stepped up from the first record.
It was a huge leap, and that was, I don't know, it's one of my favorites. So
the next one was 2004, called the Roped Off Section, which was a 6-song EP.
Yep.
Which You know, a lot of songs on that EP ended. I mean, that's where Mary, you know, got noticed by Two Live Crew, and we redid that. And it also had a song called Pocket Man on it. It had a song called All Terrain Vehicles on it.
That was a stinger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a fun little album.
I didn't realize Pocket Man was a remix. I'm not a remix. I didn't realize it was a retake from an.
That's the fun part about the whole thing.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. And you guys, well, like I said, when we talk about growth, we'll talk about that, how that evolved, because you guys worked with Love Hustler, Matt, and Adam Rudolph.
Yeah.
Well, Adam Rudolph and Matt Cashallow.
Yeah,
so.
got it. Where are we at? Number 4?
Yep, 2006, we came out with Frame of Mind, and that had Indiana Boys.
Also a stinger. That's a great album. That's a good album. If you haven't heard us before, that's a good one to pick up. Aside from Grown, which is our new one, and it's pretty dope. But Frame of Mind kind of gives you a good reference point of us in the past and where we were at up to that point. And we had a lot of music with Spot on there.
Yeah, that's when we got with Spot and dropped our first album, because before that it was Jack Action, and and then we moved on after Frame of Mind. In 2008 we dropped Yum Yum, which is pretty yummy.
It is. Delicious.
We started, you know, working with TBMA on that record.
Yep.
He did a remix. Leo K might have had a remix on that song, or on that album.
Yep.
And it's a hot record, yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that one.
Yeah.
And then that puts us at Grown, where we're at today. And that just came out 3 months ago?
A couple months ago.
Something like that.
It's got 11 tracks.
I've got my copy. I can't give out the price, but I got my copy, and it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it.
Pick it up.
That's available at all Wood Nickel locations, 20 past 4 or more, all 4 of those locations. So if you want a physical copy, you can go there and get it. Or
you can download it anywhere online. All those
Apple
places.
Music, all the places.
Yep.
Stream us on Spotify.
Now, speaking of Grown, like I said, you guys came back from a hiatus and stuff. Now, how different was that? Because, like I said, you guys have families now, and reality is different. Because I know back then when you guys were doing that, the same with me before I had kids. Oh, we'd have all kinds of fun and conflicting with schedules. Like I said, I'm not trying to cause any conflict or friction, but
not at all.
It's different now that you've got kids and you got. I call it the reality, because, like say, for instance, after the show. I mean, I don't got my kids now, but you know what I'm saying? It's like after the show, you do reality, and after this is reality for you guys just as well.
Right.
How do you guys manage with kids, having a family, and doing shows? Because I know that's
and
tough.
living an hour apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the way a lot of people do it. I don't know. Some people have a bowling league.
Yeah.
Some people build model race cars or something. We make music, and somehow we've managed to make it work. Obviously, we have to prioritize and stuff. Kids, pineapple, all kinds of stuff. So we just, and I have a job.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Sometimes I show up there.
I forgot to mention that, your jobs too.
But it all works, man. Life is a balance. And you do what you love, and stuff that you don't like, can fall by the wayside, and you prioritize.
It's tough, like I said, especially if you got that passion and you want to, it's like I said, it's different now from then to now for sure. Again, I want to say personally thank you guys, because like I said, 2001 is when we tried to get together, or 2000, and it's actually happening now. I mean, we had like a 5-minute interview. That was,
Right.
Yeah, a couple months ago, yeah.
And then we filmed you guys over at Pierre's, so like I said, I'm very thankful for you guys coming, very humble.
Problem,
We're glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Shout out to Max and Brady. But also, when we got back together doing all this, another thing that was, completely different is the social media.
Mm-hmm.
Back when we were doing this, the only way you got, was to play a show and put your CDs there.
Yeah.
I mean, there was YouTube, but I mean...
Right. Just the revenue streams are a lot different now, and I don't know, they're all marginal, and I don't know, it's just... We're having fun doing it, and that's really the only commodity that matters.
Oh yeah, you have fun
learning
for
about
sure.
SoundCloud and all these things. I'm like,
Right. Where is that SoundCloud?
I don't know. I think it went up north or something
Somewhere,
south.
okay.
I don't know for sure, but yeah, like I said, it's just crazy on how things change with social media and stuff like that. Now, what do you guys think about today's rap compared to what's going on with just locally and national on how? Because music is not, in my opinion. Like I said, I love what you guys do, but other things, I'm not into music nowadays. But for, just what do you guys think about it? Because it's changed completely a lot.
I can appreciate all kinds of music. you know, and I mean, I had a Weezer CD playing on the way here. So as far as music in general, I think it's a good, lively thing. I think everything's bumping and everything will always keep moving forward. Locally, there's some hot artists in town
There's
doing
a lot
big
of talent
stuff.
in Fort Wayne for sure.
A lot of cats that are just killing it, and you know, I'm not going to rattle off a bunch of names or anything, but you can look into it pretty easy if you haven't already. There's a lot of guys in town blowing up, and we're happy to still be a part of that. Definitely.
Right, and you know, there's a bunch of new artists that I can appreciate their music, Lil Yachty's, and but I'm very happy that Ice Cube was still here and putting out music, and you know what I mean. And so,
it evolves as everything does, you know. I mean,
changes happen all the time.
And if you don't grasp that, embrace it, you know, and understand that you only get a second, and then. So what was hot then doesn't mean it'll be hot tomorrow, and either you roll with it if that's what you want to do, or you just get what you can and jump out. But we tend to roll with it, do what we do, and hover somewhere in the middle and have a blast, and it just keeps working. So
I noticed too, I was watching some of your YouTube stuff, and I was going through your fan page. Everybody has a fan page nowadays, which is also also a group. Thank you guys for inviting me to the group just as well.
No doubt.
Not the group itself, because I can't rap worth anything, but I'm just saying the group on Facebook.
You're doing this next song with us, right? Maybe sit out this one.
If you want everybody to run, I'm not doing the old Boys to Men stuff I did back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember the Boys to Men stuff back in the day.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't even know these guys knew who I was back in the day. I was like, and oh yeah, Landis. I'm like, oh okay. But no, I'm not gonna sing anymore.
All right, fine.
Who would you guys want to work with nationally and locally? Because there's so much talent. Like you said, Fort Wayne has so much talent. It's just not that many people wants to be like, hey, you want TV time, you want air time. Who do you guys like to work with locally and nationally?
Go ahead.
I mean,
well, on Grown, we got to handle some of those things that we
did
want to do, bucket list stuff.
Yeah.
We got Bubba Sparks is on it, Cut Calhoun, local dude, Zank's on there, T-Zank.
T-Zank,
oh, everybody knows
great song.
T-Zank.
Yeah, he's a beast. We love working with him.
I'd like to work with Ben Frankie in the future. Why not? And 2RQ. I mean,
yeah, there's
a lot of dudes.
Riverbank Boys are on that record.
Yeah.
Round up the crew.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And TBMA, of course.
Yeah.
He's an animal, and we do all kinds of stuff with him, man. I love that dude.
So
Yep. Camouflage. So, back to your question, we got to do a lot of things that we wanted to do as far as collaborations and things, but we have a long wish list.
Do we have a caller? Caller, are you there?
Yes.
How's it going? Any questions or comments for Third Frame?
I just want to know who your guys' favorite person to open up for was.
Oh man, might be different between me and you. I don't know. I had a lot of fun opening up for some of those shows.
No, I had a blast.
I had a lot of fun just being at some of those shows. I mean, I hung out with DJ Quick. Too Short was fun to hang out with.
Tech 9 was a fun show.
Nelly. Sat around drinking draft beer for 45 minutes. Talking to that dude was crazy. I mean, it was a blast. What about George Clinton?
That was probably my favorite one. Because that dude's a nutcase. He is a blast. Yeah, you don't know what he's going to do or say, man. That guy's wild. So
playing with Sir Mix-a-Lot. When Baby Got Back was fun. I mean, that was our first national show ever. I think that was probably 99. But, I mean...
Favorite, what is it? Say
my
it.
favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, they were all so much fun. I'm
going to say Snoop. We played with Snoop.
Hanging out with Nelly was pretty cool. I don't know.
Nelly was cool, too.
Cool Keith was fun. I mean, what's that?
What'd you say, caller?
Oh, giggly.
Giggles.
Yeah, you never know who's going to call and what they're going to say.
Right. What up?
Any more questions or comments for Third Frame?
Were you at any of these shows? What was your favorite?
Seems legit.
What was your favorite?
All of them.
All of them?
Perfect answer.
Love it. The next one.
You want to call
my favorite.
You want caller of the day? Oh, like I said, you never know. We are live. You never know who's going to call in. You never know what somebody's going to say.
Red Man and Method Man. You didn't like that one?
No, that was fun. Those dudes are nuts.
I didn't realize you guys opened up for a lot of people, and I didn't realize that. What's up? What's up, caller?
I just want to know who put the navy beans on sale.
Navy beans, navy beans.
I think it was Aldi's last week, but I usually have a pulse on that.
I'll send you a Groupon.
Yeah, I was gonna say get on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Like it, love it.
Yeah, and I'll keep you posted on it.
Follow, share.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Put the navy beans.
It's Aldi's,
All right.
man.
Thank you, phone caller, for the call. Any more questions or comments? Okay,
All right,
thank you very much for calling.
Thank you.
Like I said, you never know who's going to call in.
All right, that's the fun part.
I mean, we are live. Anything could happen. Like I said before, I
love navy beans. I think that's a legit question.
like-
Because I rip through the ads all the time. That's the first thing I'm looking for. That and AAA batteries.
I'm into lima beans.
find new things out. Thanks to
Fava beans.
we are live 422-392. You can
Call
in.
us.
Call.
Don't be nasty though.
Yeah, just don't
be nasty.
I mean, they're showing enough respect. He came all the way from Angola to come in. That's
Fremont.
45 minutes. Fremont. Fremont, and Derek came from work. So show some respect to these guys. These guys deserve respect. They're really great guys. So yeah, we want legit people.
We've been through a lot. I mean, we've been through it all. I mean,
I have a real question.
bet.
Go.
I want to ask about 20 years ago when they sang
20 years ago.
Mary, I Wanna.
They just actually performed that.
Roll with you tonight.
Yeah, roll with you tonight.
That was good.
There you guys go. Backup singer.
So now I want to ask, how do you feel the new album is so much better 20 years later?
That's actually
That's a good question.
Good question.
I think the new album's pretty cool. I hesitate to say better. I think all of them are pretty stellar. Well, most of them. But maybe if I had to say better, it's because we explored a little bit more, went a couple different ways lyrically, and by far the most features that we've used. So we have to, I don't say cater to each guest on there, but it has to mesh. So we were kind of forced to come out a little bit different on different songs and change our elements and wordplay, and it was pretty cool, man. It was
great. I mean, think about the difference between Cut Calhoun and Bubba Sparks.
right. They're opposite ends of the spectrum, but we made both of them work. So it's
Yeah, and I think that song pushed on Bubba even a little bit. You know,
You're probably right,
It's
yeah.
got live horns. That's
Yeah.
That's a musical song, not just a typical rap song.
I think he was taken back by it at first, probably.
It's a good thing.
Whoa.
And then
it worked.
and then he hit us back. Was like,
Okay, well, I love the new album.
Sweet. Buy some. I mean, thank you.
don't burn it
I
for
bought
anyone.
10.
They make great stocking stuffers. They're good for people as gifts on Thursdays and Fridays. People
I'm going to
generally
give
like
them
them.
to all my octopus friends.
I think you should. That's a great idea.
Got too many arms to do it? Go ahead and Phil.
Yeah, see?
Phil. There you go. Thank you very much for the phone call.
Thank you.
Like I said, you never know who's going
You're
to
welcome. Bye.
see ya. So, are you guys going on tour? Because I remember us talking about, you guys were doing like a little mini tour here for a little bit. Are you guys planning on doing anything else, or what's for future plans?
I think the springtime is going to bring about some stuff like that. Just coming off of releasing this album and trying to get some folks behind that and the word out and all that is kind of occupied our time right now. And of course, back to your second or third question, we have real other lives, to take care of. But
We're working on music. I just
all
left
the
the
time.
studio before coming here and recorded another
Yeah,
song.
I remember that in a group
Yeah.
chat. We're knocking on. That's fun.
But no, we have been playing some new venues.
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
and
And we're looking to expand and do little mini tours all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
you want us to play somewhere? Hit us up.
I was about to say, if I want to get all of you for booking info, I mean, you can't give out the price of how much you guys are, but if I want to give out booking info, like to get a hold of you guys, like say,
Yeah.
for instance, if there's a promoter that's watching, hey, Third Frame is awesome, how can I get a hold of you guys? Because you guys want to go everywhere and anywhere.
Our email, probably, right?
Yeah, the real Third Frame at Gmail. That's probably our best way to get a hold of us.
Or Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, and we can put you
Or
in touch with
Instagram.
people that we're working with, Alan and them, and we'll get it popping. I mean, we'll get something going. We're looking to explore all the time and do different stuff, different venues, travel here and there, and so if it works, it works. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
The real Third Frame at Gmail.
And they are worth it. I mean, these guys are class acts. They have respect for everybody. They're what the worth of what to do. So again, like I said, I'm very thankful that you guys are coming on.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
What about albums? I know you guys just released one. I mean, because like I said, you're always thinking as an entertainer. You know, with me doing TV, I'm constantly thinking season 3 already, and we're yet on. Heck, I don't even remember what show we're on.
All right.
And then, like I said, I got the Celebrity Edition coming on after this, then Tribute Show, and then I'm already working on season 3, so with Great White coming on.
Right.
That's awesome.
So it's crazy from singing Boys to Men to doing celebrities and interviewing you guys too. You
That's
guys
cool,
are, you get what I'm saying though. You guys
I
are
love
big,
it.
You guys are big to me. No matter what you guys do.
I appreciate it, man.
That's
I'm
why.
big,
too.
I mean, because like I said, I look up to you guys. Go out there, you guys bust your butts. I would say the other word, but then I'll get kicked off the air.
Keep it PG.
Yeah, we know Landis. He always gets kicked off the air sometimes.
Let's try to ride it out. We are working on new stuff all the time.
We're featured on other people's albums.
Yeah, we've been wrapping up some features that we're doing on different friends of ours, different artists here and there to fill in the gaps, just stay out there, stay relevant and fun while our CD's building up momentum. But we have a template that works between him and I, and we'll just start pounding out songs probably pretty soon. You know, in the meantime, we're just riding the high.
I think as being in a band and being an artist, doing what you guys do, it's a craft and it's an art. I could not do what you guys are doing because seeing you guys trying to sync up with, with the music, and like I said before, we did the whole, testing out things, and with you guys like doing the songs and making sure everything's right. How do you guys do it? Because that is hard. No matter if you're somebody playing the drums or somebody playing music. How do you guys do it? Because it's a rush. Because when you're out there, you're playing until you're like, and then you got someone. Ow! I just want to know how. Because like I said, I couldn't do that. It's like
I just black out. I don't even know how I do it.
Right. That's probably fair.
No, really, I don't know. So, I mean, when I look back, sometimes I think, well, how did I write that? I don't know. It just comes to me sometimes. It doesn't always happen either.
No. And performing when you're on stage, I can't see anybody. There's nothing. I might as well be in the shower. Or,
I could be completely nervous, but then once I get on stage, that all goes away. It's over. I mean, I remember opening for Snoop, looking out from up there on that balcony of Paris and going, oh man. Can I do this?
What now?
As soon as they hit the stage, over. Right. I don't remember nothing but just.
And another thing is that it's not just him and I mean, a lot of it is, but we have a support team like you do. Behind these cameras, behind here in this wall, I mean, there's all kinds of people here helping you out, making you good. And so shout out to all these guys.
Yeah. Wesley, thank you. David, Joe,
thank you guys.
Alan. Otto, Amanda, she's the new agent for Dos Landis. Can't wait for that. Working some big things for that for sure. But yeah, thanks to you guys for being here. Because man, the backstory, I was so worried about almost canceling the show because we planned this for back in, minus 2001, but we planned this for July. And I'm just glad that's happened. I'm so glad it happened. But yeah, like I said, you have to have a good support system. If you don't have a good support system, it's like, why am I doing this?
No, I do. We do. We've been, some of these shows when we first started opening up for Sir Mix-a-Lot, Nelly and that, we had 100 people at the show in the front row. Or whatever, Oh yeah. And that makes it a little easier when you know who you're looking at.
Oh yeah. Do we have another phone call? Sorry guys, I know we get into a conversation.
All right.
Caller, are you there? Caller? What's up, caller?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Got any questions or comments?
Who is your musical inspiration?
You're my new co-host. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Go.
I grew up listening to, the beginning, to me, it was LL Cool J, the Beastie Boys, and Run DMC.
Boom.
And Fat Boys.
I don't know, he named off my tops right there. It's one of those things where if I was stranded on an island, what artist would you listen to? And it would have to be Beastie Boys. So They're probably my biggest influence. Not that we sound like them necessarily, but
When we were young, that's what
What
we
is
loved.
your favorite Beastie Boys song?
Anything on Paul's Boutique. I'd say I could listen to that CD front to back, nonstop.
Great record.
Yeah. Me and my wife just sit around and jam to it.
Jam out to it.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Number 4 on License to Ill.
Who inspired the song Fat Bitches?
Who inspired it?
Oh, Fat Rich. Oh, yeah. We're live and we can't.
Too short?
Riches. Yeah, that was probably too short.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are kind of got to keep our language. But
too short.
Thanks, caller.
Yeah, but like I said, we are live again. Sorry for the language. Like I said, sometimes we can't control our.
It wasn't me.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Like I said, the Dose Landis is usually on after 11. But again, like I said, yeah. So if you're calling in, please watch your language because I don't want to be kicked off the air. I haven't been kicked off the air in a while, and I got things going on, so I don't really.
No, we're going out with a bang, Jeff.
I mean, I do want some time off, but I mean, I've got.
And I just wanted to say that I really love what they did with the song Pocket Hand.
Yes, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love that song.
Speaking of that, how did that happen? Because like I said, I know Matt and Adam are everywhere in entertainment. I mean, Matt's done things with his other bands. I think it's RB40 or something like that. Yeah, Matt
He's in Strut Train.
Yeah, Matt.
Unlikely Alibi.
Name it. They're been involved in it.
He's won a lot of whammies like you guys did. I'm sorry for bringing up the whammies, but
That's all good.
you guys won a lot of those too.
Yeah, it took a couple years.
8 or 9.
But we went to a couple at the beginning. We didn't win. We're all dressed up. Remember that? I mean,
I think, yeah.
a long time ago with Jeff. But
Not me.
it happens.
We got another caller.
I don't know.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up? Any questions or comments?
Hey,
Hello?
caller. It's Third
What's up?
Frame.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing good, man.
Awesome.
So my question is, there's a rumor that Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre are going on tour. Are you guys looking to try to get on any of that or any other big shows coming to the area?
I would love nothing more than to be a part of that. Nothing more. That would be the bomb.
We played with Snoop.
Played with Snoop before.
But, yeah, I'd love to meet Dr. Dre. And,
You feel like that may be a possible window into
I don't
getting
know.
on to
Do those
another
guys
show?
have openers?
You know, with a catalog like that. and a following, but-
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I've seen some rap shows appears where they didn't have an opener.
Right. Yeah, I'd love to be a part of something like that.
That'd be
man.
great.
I mean, you never
Next
know.
question is, what's the craziest thing you ever saw at a show?
Craziest thing at a show?
Like that we performed at?
Yeah, that you actually performed at.
I don't know what they're called, but you know how you have those 2 sticks and then there's the 1 stick? And
Double
that-
sticks?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, when you do the, yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was a chick who was doing them, or I think it was a guy. It was a guy, and he was wearing like a little dress thing, and I was like, what is that? And he set him on fire, and he was dancing around and doing it and burning people, and that was probably the craziest thing I've seen at one of our shows.
What about you, Ryan?
Was this on stage?
I don't know.
No, it was right in front, though. I was kind of freaked out. Stepped back a little
A
bit.
long time ago, we played a basement party, and the half of the basement was full of packing peanuts.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty
Yeah.
fun to swim in.
You guys should do like an old retro music video of all your retro stuff you guys did back in the day when having fun, mixed into a video.
We've got quite a bit of footage. It's just a matter of gathering it all.
And we
so.
were on ESPN once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Not
that.
even that long ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Because that guy, Scott Van Pelt.
Top 10 highlight?
Yeah, we were on there. Scott Van Pelt, there was a segment called Where is Scott Van Pelt?
Yeah.
And they put a picture of me and Derek up there because Derek kind of resembles him.
Oh, nice.
And I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake.
So did I. So did
It
I.
wasn't fake. We were on ESPN.
Yeah.
And they started making fun of us, and you know.
Said he was putting on a mixtape. It was pretty fresh, man.
Hey, sometimes you got to go with
Oh,
go with the
man, I
punches
love
with
it.
that.
I thought it was a riot.
My call, guys.
No problem, man. Thanks, bro.
No problem.
Thank you.
Speaking of that, I can't believe we're almost done. Almost.
Can't either. That went fast.
Yeah, we got 15 more minutes. But speaking of what we're talking about, it kind of leads into what's going on. Pocket Man. You guys said it was on one of your albums back in the day.
Yep.
Same one, I'm Mary.
So how did that come about with, hey, let's do a remix?
Well,
I mean, especially with Love Hustler. I mean, that was phenomenal. The graphics and everything. I was like, oh my God, it's like, holy crap.
Shout out to Guts Films for recording that.
Yeah.
But we've been friends with, actually, Matt Cash Dollars on our 2002 record, Absorb the Orb, him and Dave P. We have a song on there called Why. So we've been friends with them guys since the get, and we heard Love Hustler with Adam and Matt together. We were like,
they're monsters.
you guys want to do a song together? And they're like, yeah, what are you thinking? So we bounced around some songs, and
we had a few ideas.
They destroyed Pocket Man.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it with that
It's
talk
so
box
sick.
or
I love
whatever,
it.
all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, that's one of my favorite songs. I mean,
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Pocket Man, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to get ready for your last performance, because I can't believe it's almost time.
Okay.
So yeah, if we get the camera on me, Third Frame is going to get ready to perform their other second song from their latest LP called Pocket Man. But right now I want to talk to everybody about what's going on. I got a Dos Landis. We got 4 more shows, well, technically 3 more shows left, because obviously this one we're doing now, which is LIVE Live. We got the Celebrity Edition, which I'm going to have Fozzie's going to be on there, Ron Jeremy, Donnie Baker, Jake the Snake Roberts, and then we got the B.L. Sheen Tribute Show coming on, and then we got the Legends of Access, where we're talking about Legends of Access, guys that got me started and wanting to do this to get me out there. But ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for some more questions? Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Always.
Now this song is awesome. I mean, go get the CD as soon as the show is over with. Go to places, go get it, because it's worth it. So, are you back there ready, Wesley? Ready for this? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Third Frame performing one more song, Pocket Man.
She wants a man who will hold her hand in the springtime. She needs a man who will cross the land just for a kiss. She wants a man who could shoot the moon with his rocket. The only question that comes to my mind right now is this: can I crawl inside your pocket, baby? Let me all inside your pocket, girl. I'll keep your picture in my locket, baby. Give me a chance and I can rock your world. If you'll just let me in your pocket.
See me tucked in your leaves.
In your pocket, watch your friends jock it.
Full purchase price, I ain't into leasing.
Only be seen when you want me to be seen.
Pull me out,
dust me off, brush me off, back to the loft.
I'll be good and I'll do what I'm told.
Give you my code when your ass get cold.
We can do a plus a tenfold.
Going once, going twice, sold.
Rolled up, hold up.
Wait, now who here?
Number 1 pimp,
top of the list.
Worth the risk.
I'm a great investment.
Full analysis.
It's a great assessment.
Only one chance.
All that I ask, use me, abuse me, bag in the band. She wants a man, hold her hand in the springtime. She needs a man who will cross the land just for a kiss. She wants a man who can shoot the moon with his rocket. I'll try.
I can do it, I can do it.
The only question that comes to my mind right now is this: can I crawl inside your pocket, baby? Let me all inside your pocket, girl. I'll keep your picture in my locket, baby. Give me a chance and I can rock your world. If you just let me.
You want a free trip to the moon on a big boy's rocket? Would you get it, baby? Shove me back in your pocket. Don't even say it, girl. I get the picture. I do whatever you want. I'm a permanent fixture. They like to kiss, but I ain't running a race. She gave me the look and put me back in my place. Thank God it's her slack, so I can't get that mad. I need to relax. I'm up in Max's fat. Back to his slacks, you can call me a freak. Loving your style and a figure physique, and maybe your cheek. How you feel about that? Can I explore a little more up in your habitat? What will I find if you look back in the one? Will you tell me our secrets? Let me into your mind. Does it just want the facts? Baby, you can tell Max, not a street. Let me think it. Let me back in your slack.
Wants a man who will hold her hand in the springtime. She needs a man who will cross the land just for a kiss. She wants a man who can shoot the moon with his rocket. The only question that comes to my mind right now is this: can I crawl inside your pocket, baby? Let me all inside your pocket, girl. I keep your picture in my locket, baby. Give me a chance and I can rock your world if you just let me in your pocket. Love hustler, love hustler. Third thing.
Let me in, come on, girl.
Let me in, come on, girl, let me in. Let me in, come on, girl, let me in. Let me in, come on, girl, let me in. Let me in, come on, girl, let me in.
What's he do that I can't do?
Leak like a stamp, I'm a champ, right, boo?
Portable size, I ain't asking for much.
Sweeping carpets, split your Dutch.
Rhyme and such, pull me away.
Pull me out when it's time to play.
Every day can be your day.
Whatever you want, girl, have it your way.
I was gonna say, let me be your future.
Let me out, a fourth principle you got.
I'm running it through for you.
And I'm running it too for you. Stay true to you.
Take out the trash, bring in the cheese.
Pay water bill and your late book fees.
Exotic excursions, trips overseas.
You got me on my knees like please, please. She wants a man who will hold her hand in the springtime. She needs a man who will cross the land just for a kiss. She wants a man who can shoot the moon with his rocket. The only question that comes to my mind right now is this: can I crawl inside your pocket, baby? Let me all inside your pocket, girl. I keep your picture in my locket, baby. Give me a chance and I can rock your world if you just let me in your pocket.
We're third frame.
Yeah.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, they say stay humble. I mean stay humble. I'm sitting here back here realizing this show almost did not happen. But there's one thing about me is I owe these guys a big thank you for everything and everybody who's running the crew for me. I didn't think the show was going to happen, but I am very humble. I'm going to say, everybody, thank you very much for making this possible. Pushed and like hard like crazy for the show. You guys know I pushed like crazy for the show just to get you guys on. I'm humble and thank you. We're going to take a couple more calls if you guys want to sit down. And I know you guys got that second win, so.
What do we got, a couple minutes?
Yeah, a couple minutes. 422-3902. Pocket Man. Check it out for sure. And we have 5 minutes, yeah.
So what'd you think?
Oh my God.
What kind of questions you got?
You guys rocked.
Thank you.
Tonight.
Appreciate it.
Definitely want to bring you guys on for season 3, possibly.
Can we get the limo?
Yes, you can get the limo. You can get the limo.
We won.
They won. I just still can't believe on how
18-year-old fight.
Dang it.
Not really fight. We
No.
just wanted a limo.
That's it.
Right, but I just can't believe on how.
I had the hookup too, Jeff. You should have called me.
Man.
Well, next time, actually, by doing this live, because the most question I get asked now is, "Are you gonna go live?" I mean, you guys know me, and you guys are the same way. You love that rush, that thrive, to like that MF attitude. Like, don't tell me, you're not gonna tell me not to do this.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it.
So, oh man, if you guys want to see Dos Landis live, I think I should do another like a voting thing. What do you think?
I think you should, man. I don't see why you
should
stop.
we bring Dos Landis live every other? I don't know. I think it'd be cool to do it because, like I said, today didn't almost happen. I'm very thankful for.
Well, we appreciate you having us on, man, and all the effort that everybody put into it. It's a good time, and we're more than happy to come back another time. Man.
Like I said, it's crazy because I helped Wesley out. Wesley's got his own TV show too. The guy that's doing audio, I helped him and his mom out. We were doing a show earlier, and as soon as I got done, I was like, you know what? I got my vision in my head. Let's get this done. And I sent you guys the pictures, and so it's like,
I love it, man.
We got a couple more minutes. 422-3902. You got any questions for anybody? Third frame? You guys have anything you want to say out there to anybody?
Man, yeah.
appreciate everybody who has been following us over the years. It means a lot to us, helps our dreams, keep happening. Appreciate all our fans, everybody that's helped us. But again, we're still trying to expand and get our tentacles in every little nook and cranny that we can. So if there are avenues that we don't know about or different clubs you'd like to see us at, again, just hit us up, find us on social media stuff. I'm horrible at it. Honestly, Ryan's pretty good. So he might hit you back right away.
I'll hit you back. I try. Yeah, shout out to everybody, all of our fans, all the club owners who've paid us and had us at their clubs, and
no doubt.
All the people who worked hard on this record with us. It wasn't just us alone. Shout out to T-Zank, shout out to Nesso, TBMA.
Most definitely.
All them guys worked hard on a record. And shout out to our families.
Yeah.
I definitely give a shout out to Alan. Thank you very much for the music. Mid-America Entertainment.
Hi, Max.
He's the man.
Thank you very much for the lighting kit. Check him out. Like him on Facebook. Thank you for the Fozzy tickets. Great guy, class act. This guy is everywhere in entertainment. I mean, everywhere. He's working with you guys now.
Oh, yeah.
He's pushing and promoting
Alan,
like crazy.
the
And
man.
Get with him. He'll book us.
Thank you, Alan.
so yeah, get with him. Get with Alan. He'll hook you up with their
Mid-American.
frame. All kinds of things. Like I said, he's got things coming up here recently. Yeah, he does a lot. So hats off to you.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
wear hats, but hats off to you. Thank you very much, Alan, for
taking it
making.
off,
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Anything else you guys want to say before we go?
Thanks. Till next time.
Check us out on social media, guys. Find us.
I'll let your boy.
We'll be there.
And don't forget, the next Dos Landis is a celebrity edition of 2018. I almost forgot the year, 2018, where you see Ron Jeremy, Fozzy, and all kinds of people. And you never know, you might see them say you're watching a Dos Landis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hopefully enjoyed Season 5. On Season 5, I'm in talks with tons of these big-name celebrities. Like I said, Ed Gell from Howard the Duck, Child's Play, Dreamer of Oz. He's got a good resume, really good friends of mine. He's going to be on a Dos Landis this season. I'm going to try to reach out to these conventions again. Like I said, people are afraid of the whole COVID thing, so hopefully Season 5 is much better than Season 4. I mean, Season 4 was good, but just hopefully that Season 5 will be really, really good. I want to thank Kurt for helping me out again. He's one heck of a director, really, really good at what he does. Wesley, thank you for being not only a good friend, but helping me out through the craziness. Again, like I said, this was crunch time. I wanted to wait till next week, but again, things happen. It's part of life. If you don't take life for what it's worth, then you gotta do what you gotta do, nothing's gonna happen. You gotta be your motivator for yourself out there. Again, like I said, I wanna thank everybody who's helped me out throughout the years. Shouts out to everybody. Melanie, a lot of people I gave I said a shout out list to. It's on my phone, but yeah, special shout out to you guys. Thank you for watching Dos Landis. Again, like I said, Season 5 is going to be bigger and better. By the way, the next show, hopefully, if everything goes right, I'll be hitting an interview with everybody from B106. Again, like I said, you've seen the interview that I had with Flash Phelps, but it's going to be its entirety, and the next show will be B106 guys. So thank you guys for watching Dos Landis. By the way, you've been dosed out. That's an addition to my grandma. She's done so much for me.